In this lecture, I will talk about what a file is, what a record is, and what a field is. Before we get into the details of files, records, and fields, let's talk about a problem that we can use to demonstrate how to use files, records, and fields. We want to write pseudocode to solve this problem. The Programming Honor Society needs a list of software engineering majors who have completed at least 20 credit hours. The student file includes student name, major, and total credits completed. Write the algorithm using pseudocode to provide this list. You can use a loop to go through each record, but in this case, let's keep it simple and use the conditional logic to determine who will be on this list. Let's go on and walk through this solution. Our inputs: name, major, total credits. Outputs: name on list. High-level task: print name and total credits on the list. Let's look at the process. Get name, major, and total credits. If the major equals software engineering, then we want another if statement to see if the credits are greater than or equal to 20. If so, print the name and total credits on the list. Be sure to do an end if statement as well as another end if statement. So this is your conditional logic to solve that problem. Now let's move on and talk about a file. You will be using files in your computer programs. Let's take a moment to look at this example of a file. So as a whole, this entire set of records and fields is a student file. And this means we have all the students inside this file. And for now, it looks like a spreadsheet, but it's a little more than just a spreadsheet. Each row in this file equals a record. That means this is an individual student record with all the details such as name, major, credit, GPA, address, phone number, emergency contact, so on and so forth. Each column is considered a field. We only want to look at the name, major, and credits for this problem, and that's why we narrowed this down to only 3 fields. So now let's see what the logic looks like when we process a file. Your inputs are the same: name, major, total credits. Output: name on list. High-level task: print name and total credits on the list. And now let's look at how our process changes. We now need to take the student file into account with a do loop. And we will say, do while student records exist in student file. Now here's where we shift the get statement. So now we get the student record with fields, name, major, total credit. That's all I need for this problem. I do not need to pull in all the other columns or fields. I just want name, major, and total credits. Now we check if the major equals software engineering. Then we do another check. If total credits is greater than or equal to 20, we will print the name and total credits on the list. You want to add your end if. Be sure to line this up properly. Same thing with this end if. Last but not least, do not forget to close the loop. Anytime you have a do while statement, you need to close the loop with a loop statement in your pseudocode. So let's go back and look at this list. I know if you look at this file, you can easily tell me who will show up on the list. The rule is this: we want software engineering majors with 20 or more credits on this list. We only have one result, and that will be Julie Morgan because she has 22 credits. No, Jack Spratt does not count because the major of Jack Spratt is computer programming. So now you understand what a file, record, and field is, and you can add logic to incorporate files in. And you will see this in the future, but I figured now's a good time to talk about it. This concludes our lecture. Thanks, and see you next time.